and we're here today just to talk about some of the new things.
Starts the day off with a bang.
Are the performers with Goose as well have branched off into a new area?
Usually I wash it out. Hi, thank you for joining us on Backstage Pass here at the Historic Homes Theater in the Detroit Lakes Community and Cultural Center. My name is Amy Stearns, and joining me today is Ron Sprafka. And Ron is dressed up in this delightful outfit as Scrooge, basically, from A Christmas Carol. And this is something that we have been working on for about 8 years to bring A Christmas Carol to Detroit Lakes. Some shows that we bring to DL we can book in like a year, and others it takes a lot longer. And so Christmas Carol is one of those that we've been working on and dreaming about bringing it here to Detroit Lakes. And finally it's happening. But way before that ever happened, Ron was doing Scrooge and telling the story of A Christmas Carol at Rossman for 25 or so years, right?
25 or plus years, yes.
Because you used to be a fifth grade teacher, correct?
Fifth grade teacher at Rossman, yes.
And the kids every year, how do they react to this Christmas Carol?
They love it. They love it. They absolutely love it. They're reading along with me while I'm doing the reading. They're following. So they're reading it twice with their eyes and also auditorily with their ears.
Oh, it's just delightful. I know I've had a fifth grader who's experienced it with you, and he loved it. And this year, my daughter is going to have it for the first time with you. So I can't wait for her to be part of that. And so Ron is going to share with us a little bit about what he does at the school, but also, of course, this is to promote our upcoming Christmas Carol here that's going to be at the Homes Theater on Saturday, December 6th at 3 o'clock and 7:30. And this is one of the shows that's part of our buy one, get one special. Buy a regular adult ticket and you get a student ticket free. So I hope you'll take advantage of this incredible opportunity to see A Christmas Carol live on stage at the Homes Theater on Saturday, December 6th. We'll take a short break and Ron will share with you a little bit of Scrooge.
I'm going to read from The Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens. And I have to set the scene. It will be Stave 3, the second of the three spirits. And it takes place with the ghost of present and also Scrooge in the house of Bob Cratchit and family. At last the dinner was all done. The cloth was cleared, the hearth swept, and the fire made up. The compound in the jug being tasted and considered perfect, apples and oranges were put upon the table, and a shovelful of chestnuts on the fire. Then all the Cratchit family drew around the hearth in what Bob Cratchit called the circle, meaning half a one. And at Bob Cratchit's elbow stood the family display of glass, 2 tumblers and a custard cup without a handle. These held the hot stuff from the jug, however, as well as golden goblets would have done, and Bob served it out with beaming looks, while the chestnuts on the fire sputtered and cracked noisily. Then Bob proposed, "A Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us," which all the family re-echoed. "God bless us, everyone," said Tiny Tim, the last of all. He sat very close to his father's side upon his little stool. Bob held his withered little hand in his as if he loved the child and wished to keep him by his side and dreaded that he might be taken from him. "Spirit," said Scrooge with an interest he had never felt before, "tell me if Tiny Tim will live." "I see a vacant seat," replied the ghost, "in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die." "No, no, Scrooge," said Scrooge. "Oh, no, kind spirit, say he will be spared." "If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, none other of my race," returned the ghost, "will find him here." "What then?" "If he be like to die, he had better do it, and decrease the surplus population." Scrooge hung his head to hear his own words quoted by the spirit, and was overcome with penitence and grief. "Man," said the ghost, "if man you be in heart, not adamant, forbear that wicked cant until you have discovered what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live and what men shall die? It may be that in the sight of heaven you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child. Oh God, to hear the insect on the leaf pronouncing on the too much life among his hungry brothers in the dust." Scrooge bent his head before the ghost's rebuke. trembling, cast his eyes upon the ground. But he raised them speedily on hearing his own name. "Mr. Scrooge," said Bob. "I'll give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast." "The founder of the feast, indeed," cried Mrs. Cratchit, reddening. "I wish I had him here. I'd give him a little piece of my mind to feast upon, and I hope he'd have a good appetite for it." "My dear," said Bob, "the children. Christmas Day. It should be Christmas Day, I am sure, and she on which one drinks the health of such an odious, angry, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do, poor fellow." "My dear," was Bob's mild answer, "Christmas Day. I'll drink to his health for your sake in the days," said Mrs. Cratchit. "Not for his. Long life to him. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and happy, I have no doubt." The children drank the toast after her. It was the first of their proceedings which had no heartiness in it. Tiny Tim drank it last of all, but he didn't care tuppence for it. Scrooge was the ogre of the family. The mention of his name cast a dark shadow on the party, which was not dispelled for a full 5 minutes. And now, you out there who haven't bought tickets yet, you better do it, or Scrooge's ghost will haunt you forever. And as Scrooge said, "A Merry Christmas. Bah! Humbug! If I could work my will, I'd boil every person who had Merry Christmas on his lips and bury him with a stake of holly through his heart. I would. Humbug, I say, humbug."